I think I think we might be good. Now I think we're good. If we're good, then we're not good. If we're good, then we might be. We're good. Time to check YouTube. See if the live stream is popping up now. Okay, there we go. Now I think we're good. If we're good, then we're not good. If we're good, then we might be. Alright, so we are good. We are live. So what is up, guys? Today we're going to be reacting to Liminal Space videos. We're going to be picking different doors and stuff. Picking doors and whatnot. And let's hope we get all the best endings.
Pick a path. Each choice leads to new doors and options.
Let me just make sure the audio's running good. Are good. We are live. So what is up, guys? Stuff. Picking doors and whatnot. I think the audio might be good. And let's hope we get all the best endings.
Pick a path.
Okay, so everything is good. Alright, so we have... Wait, I need my phone open for chat. Hold on. So our options are... this, whatever this is. You go down here in this manhole thing, go through here, or go in the elevator. Well, see, every time when I have a dream, we never go into the elevator in a dream. So I'm gonna apply that logic here and not go into the elevator. This looks completely unsafe, so I don't think I'm gonna go there. I'm not going there. This was like, I can actually see where this leads, so I think I'm gonna go here. Continue watching? Okay, I can continue watching. What just happened?
You chose to stay where you are. The halls shift into a pink labyrinth of endless pools with soft light reflecting off the water. Lounges appear at random, always clean and empty. There is reflecting off the water. Lounges appear at random, always clean and empty. There is no food, but the water is safe to drink, and you will not feel hunger the way you should. The calm is misleading. Signs begin to appear along the walls. Tsunami in...
Okay, so the danger level for this one is 35. So we have a 35 danger level, so I'm pretty sure that means we have a 35% of dying. I don't really like those odds.
At first they are rare, then they repeat, then they block your path. You never hear waves, but pressure builds somewhere beyond the maze. Do not ignore the signs. Rest when needed, but do not stay in one place for long. Eventually, you reach two choices: a wooden rowboat at the ocean's edge, or a descending staircase. Choose carefully.
So we got a wooden rowboat that's probably gonna lead, or we go to the staircase. I'm not really trusting this boat for real. I'll be honest, I'm not trusting this boat. Because I feel like I'm gonna go and get stranded at sea. So I'm gonna just go here. Skip to 153.
You enter an underground subway station with shallow water. You enter an underground subway station with shallow water covering the floor. You hear water flowing somewhere nearby, though you...
What do you mean, danger level 60?
Find the source. The water level is already rising, slow but constant.
I did not
Standing
pick the
still
right
is not an
choice.
option. Move forward and stay centered, avoiding any smaller corridors or turns as they narrow and trap the water faster. Watch the walls and ceiling carefully. In some sections, you will see exposed wires hanging low, and the closer the water gets to them, the more dangerous it becomes.
Doesn't that
As the
mean
level continues
the
to
entire water is going to be turned like supercharged or something?
rise, walking becomes difficult, then impossible, and you are forced to swim. Eventually, the path opens into three choices: a wooden boat drifting into a drain that leads toward the ocean, an inviting train cabin with full power and light, or a dark tunnel with no visible end.
This man said in an inviting train cabin filled with lights. I think I'm gonna go into this train cabin. This is darkness. This is nonsense. Continue watching. I'm going to the train. I'm trusting him.
You decided to enter the train. Inside, the cabins are quiet and identical. Each one.
I knew it. I knew this was the right choice.
Connected to the next with no variation at all. You can move forward or backward, but nothing changes, and there is no clear beginning or end. At first, the windows show only darkness, a flat.
Someone in my chat said, "I'm gonna miss you." Well, joke's on you, buddy. I got the right one, so ha.
With no detail, but over time it opens into a wide landscape of mountains and green fields that stretch endlessly. Each cabin contains complimentary food and drinks, always restocked, and the seats are just comfortable enough to make you want to rest. Eventually, you are left with two options: leave the train and explore the world outside, or remain and continue forward towards somewhere even better.
Alright, so he said, I could either continue forward, leave. Why would I leave though? This is a very, 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 very hard choice. I'm just kidding, it's not a hard choice. I'm continuing forward with something even better. Skip to... Skip to what? Why are we skipping so far ahead, man? 70... wait, no. Right
Train
here.
begins to move, and within an hour the mountain range fades behind you. Through the window of the train, a distant city slowly comes into focus. At first it seems unreal, too clean, too structured, but as you get closer, the details sharpen into a modern skyline filled with light and movement. When the train stops, you step out into a place where everything is available without limit. You are given a penthouse overlooking the entire city, along with unrestricted internet access, allowing you to contact and invite anyone you want. Inside, a machine can produce
Contact and invite anyone I want. I have a few people I want to contact.
food you request instantly and without error, and a helicopter is always ready.
Nah,
to
buddy,
take
we're
you
leaving you,
anywhere
man.
within the city at any time. There are endless things to do, endless places to go, and nothing here restricts you. You may stay as long as you want, or you may leave whenever you choose. Your journey ends here. Goodbye.
Alright. So, I think I'm going to go all the way back to... Let's go right here.
And
see what would happen
forward
if I
towards
pick
somewhere
this
even
one.
better.
Let's see what happens if I pick that one. Let's see what
You
y'all
enter
picked.
the mountain range. The air immediately feels clean and steady, with a constant breeze moving through the open fields and tree lines.
This is what y'all
During
picked,
the
by
day,
the way.
you are free
This ain't
to
what I
explore,
picked.
and the environment feels stable enough to move without urgency. Scattered wooden cottages appear along the paths, and it is in your best interest to stay near them, as they contain basic food and simple living supplies that will sustain you. Do not wander too far from these structures. By nightfall, you must be inside one of the cottages and attempt to sleep. You may hear knocking at the door, footsteps outside the windows, or see faint silhouettes moving behind the
Wait,
curtains.
who are
Do not respond.
you?
Do not look. Remain inside until morning. Once daylight returns, you may continue
Danger level 70, by the way.
exploring. Eventually, you reach two options: a train with its doors open, or a road leading toward a suburban neighborhood.
So far, the train has not let me down, so I'm going for the train. There's no better option. It's just the train. Continue watching. Yep, going to the train. Oh, what just happened?
The train begins to move.
Is this just the same thing?
And within an hour, the mountain range fades behind you. Through the window of the train, a distant city slowly
Okay, this is just the same thing. So the train was the right option. Sorry? What do you mean sorry? What are you apologizing for, man?
Neighborhood.
We're gonna go to this neighborhood. Because neighborhood is just obviously the best choice, right? 90. I have to leave? Oh, okay. Goodbye, man.
You enter a suburban neighborhood where identical houses stretch for miles in every direction, each street looking exactly like the last. At first it feels normal, quiet even, but you quickly realize not every house carries the same risk. Some homes contain plenty of food, working electricity, entertainment, and comfortable places to sleep.
We'll watch the
Others will
SpongeBob.
never let you leave once you enter. By nightfall, you must already be inside a house because remaining outdoors after dark is extremely dangerous. Before entering, study the signs carefully. Safe homes are usually marked by open curtains, porch lights that remain steadily on, and faint television sounds from inside. Dangerous homes are often marked by a car sitting in the driveway, curtains fully shut, and a garage door left slightly open. If you hear movement inside before entering, avoid the house entirely. To
Okay.
escape back to reality, you must eventually find a safe house containing a basement with a door labeled home. This may take months or even years to locate. Good luck.
Alright, so the train was definitely the best the train was definitely the best option there, man. We're going all the way back to this one right here.
Cabin with full power and light, or a dark tunnel with
I'm
no
gonna go
visible end.
to the boat. The train was the best one, so I'm pretty sure the boat is just gonna be. Why does this keep happening to me? Let me back in, man. Alright, skip to. Wait, why are we going back? Why are we going back?
The current immediately takes you, steady and
Danger level 100.
controlled with no resistance at all. The water pulls in one direction
Well,
only,
I'm glad I
and you
didn't pick
quickly
this option.
realize you are not guiding anything, you are being guided. A small box of crackers and a soda sit beside you, but you are not going to need them. You look ahead and think you see land, something low on the horizon, but it begins to rise, slowly at first, then higher and higher, stretching upward in a way that makes no
That's
sense.
a wave.
It is not land, it is the wave. It has already formed, and the current was always leading you toward it.
Yep,
There is
we're good.
nothing you can do now, no way to turn, no way to escape. You just wait. Your journey is over, and you do not continue. Goodbye.
Like, come on, bro. Ain't nobody picking that boat, man. So this is probably the other boat option too, where there was another boat. That's probably where the other boat was gonna lead you as well.
With no visible end.
I guess we're going over here. We're skipping so far ahead. So far ahead. I skipped way too far. I think it's 43 right here.
You enter a massive, endless complex of white tiled rooms, flooded.
Danger level 0.
Always
Safety.
submerged staircases and silent pools stretching farther than you can see.
So this was another
The
good
air
option.
is warm and humid, and the sound of gently moving water echoes endlessly through the empty structures. This place is known as the pool rooms. Unlike most places, this environment is completely calm. You are free to wander and explore however you wish. Every corridor leads to new chambers, deeper pools, underwater passages, balconies, and strange open spaces lit by soft artificial light. There is no food. However, the clean water throughout the pools is safe to drink and can sustain you for several weeks. Sleep may become difficult due to the constant ambient echo of water and distant splashing from unknown locations.
Buddy, I'm sleeping like a baby, man.
The glowing emergency exit signs placed throughout the structure will lead you to three choices. A corridor with stale yellow wallpaper and buzzing fluorescent lights, a brightly lit arcade echoing with distant machines, or a plain door guaranteed to return you home with a doubt.
With a doubt guaranteed to return you home, right? This is probably level 1 of the back rooms. Level 1 of the back rooms. This has back rooms in the title. This is definitely level 1 of the back rooms. I don't know what level this is. I'm going home. Or maybe I might get tricked. Maybe I might get tricked. Or maybe I'm going home. He said guaranteed.
Good luck. You decided to go home. You step through the door and onto the front porch of your house. The air feels calm. The street lights glow normally. The wind moves through the trees, and everything looks exactly as you remember it. Your neighborhood is here. Your home is here. But nobody else is.
What?
Stores remain open, but every building is completely empty. Phones never ring. Televisions only play static. It is just you, and an entire world with no other people left in it. There is no danger here. You may eat any food you find without paying, sleep wherever you want, and travel anywhere across the empty world. Nothing will ever try to hurt you. However, nothing will ever speak to you either. You are stuck here forever, completely alone. Your journey ends here. Goodbye.
I'm not gonna lie though. That doesn't sound too bad. Does not sound too bad. But that does sound very lonely though. Where are we at? I think to go the 2 options. I think I went way too far. I lost the 2 options. I lost them. Where is Alright, I had to leave real quick. Hold on. Alright, where was I? Where were we? I can't find where we were. I'm gonna look back in the live stream and see where we were.
Will ever speak to you. This place is
Skip to.
escape. You just wait.
So this is probably the
With no
skipping Soul 43 right here.
and silent pools stretch. This place door leads to the clean water and splashing from the yellow wallpaper and buzzing fluorescent lights. A brightly lit arcade echoing is placed throughout the structure will lead distant machines.
Right. Alright. I see where I was. I was about right here. I was right here.
Lead you to three choices. A corridor with stale yellow wallpaper and buzzing fluorescent lights. A brightly lit arcade echoing with distant machines.
Let's go to floor
or a
one of the
plain
back
door
rooms.
guaranteed to return you home, without a doubt.
That door, I took it, but it probably was the best option. I'm gonna be honest. That train was the best option.
You decided to pick the corridor straight ahead. You swear this place looks familiar.
It's
The
level
fluorescent
1.
lights, yellowed wallpaper,
That's the
and
level 1
damp
of the
beige
bathrooms,
carpets
bro.
feel strangely recognizable, as if you have seen this place before in a dream you forgot years ago. The air smells like mildew and stale carpet, and the constant
Danger level
buzzing of
question
the lights
mark.
quickly gives you a headache. You wander through endless hallways, empty rooms,
Yeah, level
strange
0.
corners, and massive open areas with no furniture or signs of life. Every room feels almost identical to the last. You search for any sign of an exit, but this place may not have one at all. Some people refer to this as level 0 of the back rooms. Very few are confirmed to have escaped, and if you somehow do leave, you will only end up in another level. Your journey does not end here. Good luck.
Good luck. I'm like, shut your bit. Go all the way back. All the way back.
Fluorescent lights, a brightly
one more
lit
option right
arcade
here.
echoing with distant machines, or a plain door guaranteed to return you home, without a doubt.
I'm going to the arcade.
Constantly flash. You decided to pick the arcade. The
Alright.
machines constantly flash bright colors and make endless
Danger
noise,
level 50.
yet the entire building is completely
risk.
empty. Every game is powered on, but none of them are actually playable. The carpet glows under the dim neon lights, and music echoes through the halls from speakers you can never locate. Food and drinks will always be found behind the concession stand, no matter how many times you return. During the day, the arcade feels almost comforting. However, every night at exactly midnight, the entire power grid shuts without warning. You are heavily advised to make your way to the security room before this happens. Inside are monitors showing different sections of the arcade.
And now we playing Five Nights at Freddy's, bro. Come on.
It is your job to report any activity you believe is paranormal. If you fail to report something correctly, this place will slowly begin altering your memories, causing you to forget names, faces, and eventually your own life before arriving here. The only exit will unlock after 5 continuous years of service. Then, you
5 years?
finally go home. Good luck.
Most people are dead in this one. Most people are most definitely dead in this one. Let's go back to right here. I'm pretty sure we went. I don't think we were here yet. I don't even remember where we were. Let's go back to the beginning and take a different path, like this one right here.
You decided to go down the hole.
Yep, down the hole.
You descend a long metal ladder into an industrial
danger level 80.
Buried deep underground. The air is thick, humid, and filled with the strong smell of sulfur, enough to make you think there may be a natural gas leak somewhere nearby. Narrow maintenance corridors eventually open into a massive concrete bunker system designed for shelter during war or disease outbreaks, with endless halls, storage sections, and abandoned infrastructure stretching far beneath the surface. You may occasionally find small rooms containing limited supplies like bottled water, canned food, batteries, or flashlights, but do not rely on them lasting long. The deeper you move into the bunker, the stronger the sulfur smell becomes, and it slowly starts burning your throat and eyes. You should keep moving and avoid staying in enclosed rooms for too long. Eventually, the bunker ends at a dead end containing 3 paths: a tunnel with a blinding white light, a water slide descending into darkness, or a sewer tunnel carrying slow-moving water deeper underground.
This blinding light looks like heaven. Everything in my mind is telling me not to go right here. But I'm going right here. Because I'm just generally curious on what's right here. Skip to... Well, oh, we're going back again. Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, 11.
This was not supposed to happen. You find yourself in an endless marble expanse above the clouds, surrounded by towering archways and reflective black and white floors that stretch farther than you can see. You are dizzy, lightheaded, and unable to remember how you arrived here.
You know we're gonna be bad when they play that.
The feeling does not fade. As you explore, the layout subtly rearranges itself behind you, making it impossible to track where you have already been. Do not touch the floating orbs. Contact with them strips away whatever memories you still have left. You will likely find the exits hidden beneath some of the large marble arch corridors stretching across the void. Eventually, you are presented with 2 choices: a rowboat waiting at the edge of the structure, guaranteed to drag you out into the ocean, or an opportunity to restart your journey entirely and forget this place ever existed.
I'm gonna go into the ocean. Oh yeah, that's. I knew that was gonna restart me. Wait, no, and then that's just gonna send me back to that stupid raft. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go all the way back. To this.
Light, a water slide descending into darkness, or a sewer tunnel carrying slow-moving water deeper underground.
I'm gonna go into the sewer. I'm going into the sewer now. This wasn't supposed to happen.
You decided to enter the sewer. The smell of sewage hits you immediately, thick enough to make breathing uncomfortable as you move deeper into the tunnels. Most areas have narrow elevated walkways above the water, but some sections are submerged, forcing you to step directly into the sewage to continue forward. When this happens, you can feel waste and debris striking against your legs as you walk, and the contaminated water quickly causes painful rashes and possible infection
what is this?
wherever it touches your skin. Weak industrial lights flicker throughout throughout the tunnels, while darker areas often lose power completely and act as overflow zones for the rest of the sewer system. Avoid those sections whenever
Danger
possible.
level 45, by the way.
Occasionally, maps attached to the walls provide rough
You are
guidance through
here.
the complex. Following them carefully will eventually lead you to two choices:
Two
a bright
choices.
white tiled tunnel or a restricted ladder leading upward.
I'm going to the tunnel. Alright, I'm gonna go. We're at this one. I'm gonna go. Right here.
You enter a massive, endless complex of white tiled rooms, flooded.
Okay, so I already did this. Bring me back to where I was. I already was here.
Upward.
I already was here. Or you were there. Continue watching. Alright, bet. Let's go up the ladder.
You decided to go up the ladders. After climbing for several minutes, you emerge onto a quiet coastal cliff overlooking a beautiful, endless beach.
Danger level
Waiting
insane.
for you is a fully furnished beach house with large windows facing the ocean and stairs leading directly down to the shore. Day or night, the beach is completely safe. Inside the home, you have internet access, comfortable living conditions, and an unlimited supply of food and drinks. The waves are calm, the weather is perfect, and every morning feels peaceful. However, there is one problem. You may never leave this place. Attempting to travel too far from the beach or surrounding cliffs will cause you to suddenly lose consciousness, only to wake up back in your bed overlooking the ocean. Eventually, the comfort becomes repetitive. You will walk the same shoreline, hear the same waves, and watch the same sunsets for decades. Nothing dangerous will ever happen here. Nothing new will either. At least you are safe. Enjoy your stay.
Enjoy my stay. Okay, buddy. We got one more place to go into this tunnel right here. Is this the same thing? Yeah, it's just the same thing right there. So let's just go straight back to the beginning. And we're taking the elevator.
You decided to enter the elevator. As it descends, the hum of the cables grows louder until the doors open into a silent bookstore with no books and no people, only rows of empty shelves.
Yo, I remember this level.
Stretching farther than expected. At first it feels contained, but every turn reveals larger sections expanding outward along the walls, making the space feel endless. The overhead lights buzz constantly, and scattered water fountains appear in random places, offering water but nothing else. At unpredictable moments, the power cuts completely, dropping everything into total darkness, and each time it happens, you must return to the exact point where you first entered, locate the computer, and restore the lights before continuing. This slows you down, but it is the only way forward. If you lose track of your path, you will not find your way back. Eventually, you reach a room with 3 exits. A dark tunnel with shallow water, an emergency exit door, and a hole in the floor leading deeper with a ladder.
Okay, so let's just be honest. This shallow water is probably going to bring me back to the pool rooms. Also, I probably wouldn't make it this far. Unless I got really lucky and wandered. The exit is probably going to lead us back home. Maybe. This. I don't know where this is going to lead. But I'm going to go to the exit. Okay, so that's just the rafting again. Continue watching? Okay.
You decided to exit using the door. The moment you step outside, the space opens into a vast flat grassland under
Danger
a
level
sky
60?
where the sun never sets. At first it feels calm, almost perfect. But the longer you stand there, the more the feeling shifts into something wrong, not being watched, but affected, like something is pressing on your mind slowly. You will notice tall transmission towers scattered across the field. You must stay away from them, because even at a distance they produce a constant pressure you cannot hear but can feel building over time. Trees and buildings appear far away on the horizon, but do not move toward them unless there is a clear dirt path, because distance here is distorted and you will never reach them otherwise. There is no food or water anywhere, so stopping is not an option. Keep moving. Eventually you will reach two dirt paths. One leads toward a distant mountain range, and the other disappears into a dense forest.
Alright, so let's see what we got. Alright, so I'm gonna continue watching. I'm gonna go right to this mountain. Both of these low-key do not look good.
You enter the mountain range. The air immediately feels
Danger
clean
level
and
7.
steady, with a constant breeze moving through the open fields and tree lines. During the day, you are free to explore, and the environment feels stable enough to move without urgency. Scattered wooden cottages appear along the paths, and it is in your best interest to stay near them, as they contain basic food and simple living supplies that will sustain you. Do not wander too far from these structures. By nightfall, you must be inside.
I'm sorry, hold on.
Interest to stay. Scattered wooden cottages appear along the paths, and it is in your best interest to stay near them.
Okay, so I've already been in this one.
Moving through range.
Let's go to 70. I think that was 78, right? Yep, that was 7 minutes and 58 seconds.
Or you may leave whenever you choose.
Okay, so I'm safe. Let's go back right here.
The exit door and a hole in the floor leading deeper with a ladder.
That's just a raft thing again. Let's go into the floor. The hole in the floor, I guess.
This was not supposed to happen.
Okay. Like, come on, bro. This is the same ending, so let's just go back.
You find yourself in an endless marble expanse above the clouds, surrounded by towering archways and reflective black and white floors that stretch farther than you can see. You are dizzy, lightheaded, and unable to remember how you arrived here. The feeling. Silent bookstore.
Okay, so let's go back. Alright, the only thing I haven't really done is go right in here. So I'm gonna go over here. It said skip to right
Decided to enter the tunnel. After a few seconds of complete darkness, you emerge into a wide, lazy river illuminated by soft-colored lights and distant ambient music echoing through the air. Along the river are small concession stands stocked with snacks, drinks, and anything else you may need. For the first time in a long while, you may feel completely at ease here. However, there is one rule you must never break. Do not leave the river. No matter what you think you see beyond the edges, remain in the water at all times. Those who leave the river are never seen entering it again. Eventually, the current slows to a complete stop, leaving you floating in silence before 3 new choices. Continue farther down the river, walk up a nearby staircase, or enter a tunnel glowing with an unnatural light.
Okay, so that's just gonna send us back to the that this was not supposed to happen. So let's go. I'm going into this tunnel right here.
but do not rely on them last.
We already was here. Let me just get back to my area. The place I was at.
Glowing with an unnatural light.
And we're going up here.
You decided to go up the stairs. After climbing for several minutes, you emerge into a massive indoor water park sitting completely empty after hours. The sound of flowing water echoes endlessly through the corridors, making the entire place feel alive even though nobody else is there. The water looks clean, warm, and inviting, but you must never enter it. A highly toxic bacteria known as Legionella thrives in the pools here, and even brief skin contact can be lethal within hours. Be careful where you walk, because the floors are constantly wet and some slopes are steep enough to send you sliding directly into the water before you can stop yourself. Do not underestimate how easy it is to fall here. The structure loops heavily into itself, so eventually you will circle toward the exit whether you intend to or not. In time, you arrive at two final choices: a pair of glass doors leading out into a forest, or a dark water slide descending into darkness.
I'm going to the water slide. Cause it looks bad, but it's gonna be good. Yeah, it is good. It just sent me right back to the pool rooms. So let's go see what let's go see what the forest is all about.
You enter the forest. The moment you step...
Danger level 90.
Inside, something feels wrong. Heavy air pressing against you as humidity builds and insects begin crawling up your legs almost immediately. It is not safe to stop here. Most of what you feel on your skin is venomous, and the longer you remain still, the worse it becomes. Do not sit. Do not lie down. Do not try to rest. If you stay in one place for too long, spiders will begin forming thick webs around you, slowly restricting your movement until you cannot escape. The only advantage you have is speed. The faster you move, the less time insects have to latch onto you, so keep going and watch your step carefully as the ground becomes uneven and harder to see. Do not lose momentum. Eventually, the path splits into two. One is unmarked and the other is clearly labeled with a sign that reads, Home.
I think this is just gonna be the empty home place again. So I guess we're just gonna go in here. Actually, let's see if it's gonna be the one.
You enter a suburban neighborhood where identical houses stretch for miles in every...
Okay, so yeah, we've already been here. Let's go back and let's go down here to this area. Is that just the pool rooms again?
As you move deeper, you decided to enter the sewer. The smell of sewage hits you immediately, thick enough to make breathing uncomfortable as you move deeper into the tunnels. Most areas have narrow elevated walkways above the water, but some sections are submerged, forcing you to step directly into the sewage to continue forward. When this happens, you can feel waste and debris striking against your legs as you...
as well. So I'm pretty sure I've done all the endings. I've done all the endings in this liminal space video. Let's do another one. Subscribe to you. Your month equals where you stay. Let's do this. And then,
Your birth month equals where you have to stay for a week.
then we're
January,
ending it.
the slide rooms. You start by sliding for hours at extreme speed, unable to slow down or climb back up. After the first day, they split without warning. Some paths drop you into endless pool rooms. Others lead into a pink indoor water
This is
park
January,
that
so
smells
February's
stale and
cooked.
abandoned. A few exits send you outside into empty grass fields with no shelter. Food floats in the water and tastes off. Choosing the wrong slide can send you into an infinite
Oh yeah, my birthday month is May, by the way.
spiral, turning your 7 days into an eternity. February, cubicle floor. You stay inside endless office cubicles under dim
I told
ceiling
you.
panels.
I
Every
told you.
hour, a computer turns on and assigns you a simple task like sorting files or typing numbers. If you miss one, all power shuts off for the rest of the week. You have the feeling of being watched while you work. Food and bottles of water are stocked in the break room, just enough to survive. You sleep in an office chair or on the carpet between desks. The halls stay quiet but never feel empty. March, Cyberpunk City. You stay in a dense cyberpunk city wrapped in constant fog and artificial light. You are required to sleep on the roof of the same narrow
I'm pretty sure those people on February cooked, so RIP for you. And March, you might.
building every night, or you are locked out. The air smells of pollution and burning plastic, and it never clears. Food comes
Never
from
mind.
vending units that dispense warm 3D printed meals with no flavor. Elevators fail often, forcing long stair climbs. There are no active threats, but the noise, light, and smell never stop, making rest difficult. April, the transmission line. You stay
Yeah, April. I'm so sorry, April, but whoever was born in April, if you're an April baby, just put the towel in the bag. Wait, no, put the fries in the bag, little bro. Yeah, it's 2026. Why am I saying this? It's 2026, man. Anyways, April, yeah, you're cooked. That means May's gonna be good though. So I'm good.
beneath a massive power tower that emits a high-frequency buzz. As you walk toward it, the sound grows stronger and more unbearable with every step, vibrating through your head and chest. If you reach the tower and climb to the top, your weekend's early. Walking away makes the buzzing slowly fade, but the path forces you into a dense forest with almost no light. Food is found at rare food trucks along the road. You sleep outside on the grass, exhausted. May, Sunset Resort. You stay at a
I told you May's good. Yep. Us in May, we're just built like that.
1980.
Man. We're just built like that, man. We're built to get good stuff, man. That's why May is just safety level 100.
Pool resort locked in permanent sunset. The water is warm, clean, and always empty. Palm trees line the pools, and soft music plays day and night. Your room overlooks the water and stays cool. Food is served buffet style with fresh fruit, drinks, and full meals available at all hours. You sleep in a large hotel bed or on lounge chairs by the pool. Nothing hunts you, nothing breaks. You are
June is cooked.
safe here for the entire week. June, Sky Highway. You begin driving an old car along a highway above the clouds. Within hours, the engine fails, and you are forced to stop. Periodic gas stations appear along the road, offering snacks, water, and sometimes a different vehicle with unknown reliability. The road has no guardrails. Weather can change instantly, bringing heavy fog and extreme winds strong enough to push cars sideways. You sleep inside abandoned vehicles or on the pavement. Falling asleep while storms pass is the most dangerous part of the week. July, Mannequin Store. You are trapped inside a
Yeah, I'm sorry for people who was born in July, but yeah, you're done. Also, this is one of those things where like you look at the mannequins and they're not moving, and you turn around and the mannequins start moving.
massive retail store packed with mannequins standing inches apart. Most of the building is dark, lit only by weak emergency lights. You often swear one moved when you blinked. Sometimes you realize you have wandered into the basement, where it is stuffed wall to wall with
Who are you?
mannequins. Do not touch or reposition them. Doing so seals off exits permanently and traps you deeper inside. Sleep is impossible.
Can I throw items at them? Who are you?
Closing your eyes invites movement. August, Knowledge Trial. You are confined to a silent library with endless shelves and no exits. Each day you must choose a book, read it fully, and write an accurate report before night. The report is placed into a slot onto the vacant librarian's desk. If the report is wrong or unfinished, your stay extends by 3 days for each failure.
That's
Only
crazy.
water is available. There is no food. You sleep at your own discretion, but falling behind makes rest dangerous. September, Soft Play Halls. You stay inside a large
So low-key May got the best one.
play complex with tall columns, smooth floors, and quiet open rooms. The space is clean, well lit, and mostly empty. There is nothing dangerous here, but there is also nothing to do. The toys are fixed in place and unusable. Food is provided once per day in plain portions. You sleep on benches or the floor. Time moves slowly, and every day feels exactly the same until the weekends. October, Bloom Halls. You stay inside a vast indoor garden built beneath a ceiling of pillars and soft light. The air smells clean and floral, and the space is calm and quiet. As you walk deeper, the light slowly fades and it becomes harder to see, though nothing harms you. Edible plants grow everywhere and provide enough nutrition. You sleep on warm tile or grass patches. If you find the white spiral stairs hidden deep inside, you can leave the week early. November, Whiteout Settlement. You are dropped into a frozen
Still, Whiteout Settlements. Danger level. Oh, wait. Not danger level. Safety level 9%. If you were born in November, I'm gonna send some prayers your way.
town buried in snow and silence. Buildings are empty, unheated, and barely block the wind. Snow falls constantly and erases your tracks within minutes. The sky stays dark even during the day. Roads lead to nowhere, including a long bridge that disappears into blackness. You sleep fully clothed on cold floors. Nothing attacks you, but the cold and isolation drain you until the weekends. December, Water Isle. You spend the week inside a massive, brightly
Okay, so people in December could be. They could be good because listen, it's question mark. Safety level is question mark percentage. But every last time when I see a question mark, I don't trust the question mark, and it's blue. So the last time when things were good, it was blue. So you might be good.
store where every aisle is stocked only with bottled water. There are no threats, no traps, and nothing watching you. You can drink freely, but there is no food anywhere. The shelves stretch endlessly in every direction. You sleep between
Sorry about that. I dropped something on my computer.
aisles or on pallets in the back. Boredom and hunger are constant, but survival is guaranteed if you endure it.
All right, so that was liminal space videos. We did a lot of those. Well, we only did 2 today. We might do some more if you guys like this one. Or if you guys like this content on the channel, let me know. In other words, goodbye.